Hey space travelers, welcome back to part 3 of Let's Play as the Riftborn. I have, well, essentially part 2 was having some serious trouble because I think it was at the same time as I was uploading part 1 and I didn't want to do that while I was partway through. Anyway, the frame rate's stable again and we're back, and I'm hoping I don't have to cut this one off early. So yeah, let's get back to it. Alright, fleet en route to Pirate World. And I'm looking now here as I see the Ingress system is down to 0 population. I didn't chain gang these aiders. That's just, I mean, it's a hot gas giant, and I'm not, they didn't have any food. They starved. So, interestingly enough, it still does produce 25 from colony base and 20 from Xeno industrial infrastructure. Well, there you go. So yeah, let's get some workers on this system. We need them. Meanwhile, over here, I think, yeah, I'm gonna colonize Origa. Now then. Okay, I don't necessarily need to do another chain gang this turn. Okay. Visiting fleet. Alright, these guys. How we doing? Oh, yeah, we're close to done with probing Bouchier. And, yeah, let's try to assist the Zavali. Intercept the kidnapper's vessel. Okay, well, I'm going to need to build a fleet for that. I'm not sure ESO is the place to build that fleet. Doesn't have much industry. Nalin, on the other hand, probably is the place. Let's see, what's that? 130. 97 per turn. Okay. Yeah, the science can wait a second. I actually would rather get this quest done sooner. Minus 20 science, but plus 30 industry is what I'm gonna do, because industry is just what I'm all about. Oh, and the Academy has been discovered by Unknown Empire. Battle at Baran. They have. Yeah, okay, projectiles.
Welcome to the Sophonoty.
Boom, decisive victory. That's the best kind of victory. Of course, the Academy gets discovered by another empire 1 turn before I do the embassy done. Well, so, whatever. It's, I mean, it is what it is. And you know what, Oyera, after you colonize Origa, I'm going to build a Geist, because we're close to clearing the pirates here, and what I do not want is for the Unfallen to start twining it before I get my outpost on there. Yes, we're keeping the super slow prototype alive. Alright, 1 more probe. And let's assist the Bagaba too. Let's just try and get everything. Take control of a planet in a new system adjacent to Arkhab. Oh, well that's perfect, because I'm going to try and settle Varan right after I clear out this pirate base. Speaking of which, no, we are not ready to invade until the other fleet gets there. That'll be next turn. Yep, somebody else built that wonder. Fine. Yay! A small immigrant community is forming, who are totally going to have a prosperous life and not get forced into chain gangs to fight my wars. Okay, increase the system level of Bracia. Hey, look! This turn is the first turn I actually have 25 Jade Onyx, so let's do it. $840. That's annoyingly expensive. Okay, well, if the kidnapper's going this way, perhaps one of my fleets over here can... okay, yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, 100 to 60. Now we can invade. Preemptive bomb. I always preemptive bomb pirates because they have no buildings or population for you to bother getting. Also, because usually when you're fighting pirates, it's early enough in the game that your manpower is stretched more thin. Especially when you're doing a game like this where you're Riftborn and you're expanding really hard. It would be nice if there were something in place where you could say, like, fill the manpower on my fleets before you fill it on these systems. You know, because I have a lot of systems that they could sit without manpower for a very long time because they're just not getting invaded right now. And I'd rather have the manpower fill faster on my fleets. But however much manpower you have in reserve or are generating, the game just sort of tries to automatically split it up a relatively even amount. Okay, drone networks, machine embodiment, and then I'm going to colonize the Tundra because more Jade Onyx. Start getting more level 2 developments out. Oh wait, no, that's the shuttle. It can't probe anything. It's gonna take you 9 turns to get there, but you'll get there. Speaking of... yeah, there we go. Last probe. Oh, -2 movement points. I just now want them to cross the space again. Well, whatever. They're still going to get there faster than Captain Slow over here. And ESO system. Yeah, machine embodiment. Generally speaking, if you can build a machine embodiment in 1 turn, that's usually a good way to spend a turn. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Yes. Also, an interesting thing about that quest I just completed for the Riftborn quest that can be worth keeping in mind, that says increase the system level of your homeworld, you know, and it's just increase it from whatever it is. So if your homeworld's level 1 when you get the quest, it's increase it to 2. If it's level 2 when you get the quest, it's increase it to 3. And sometimes if you're, you know, close to doing that other quest and unlocking that, like not upgrading your homeworld so that you can quickly get the quest done rather than waiting until, oh, I research far enough, you know, into the economy quarter to get level 3 developments and have access to the more luxury resources that costs. You can sometimes get that quest done faster if you don't have your, if you leave your home system as level 1 at the start, which... you know what? I want this fleet to start moving next turn, so I'm going to just pay for that one. Which can, you know, get you the quest done sooner, more easily. I didn't do that on purpose. That was actually literally the first turn I had enough Jade Onyx to make a level 2 development. But, I mean, just, you know, it's a thing to keep in mind. There we are. Let's just study all that nonsense. And colonize that other ash planet. Oh yes, a ground battle at Varan. Oh, they're almost dead. Let's get this pirate out of the way. Yay! Pirates are gone! Alright, well I'm gonna send those 3 down to Arkhab because...
The Unfallen watch you, unsure if you're at...
Dude, you are so insecure, Unfallen Tree Man. Alright, and... I'm going to tell you, I'm actually going to split that guy into a different fleet, and he can stay there. And these 3, just because of the move speed, I'm going to send them off to go do scouty type things. Friendly with Etchius, so I can repair the damaged one here, and then I will send probes this way to try and find another constellation. We should get that kidnapper ship soon. We just need to keep their thing alive for 3 more turns. Alright, so I should be able to get all the minor civs in my constellation. I should basically... I mean, Lissul, depending on whether the Unfallen... If enough time goes by and the Unfallen still haven't cleared those pirates and twined it, I might take Lissul. But pretty much almost this whole home constellation is going to be mine. Which is good, because that's what I want. Alright, now... Anything to probe here? No. Find me... Oh, that's the Lost Horatio ship. Alright, so we got a bunch of probes going out. We'll see what we find, but we will find something. Alright, Bracia. We need science buildings here, is what we need. Alright, well, we're back down to 0 manpower again. We still have a Horatio left, so, you're under arrest. Time to be a soldier. Okay, guys, 2. And I believe for the Bagaba quest, they say just take control of a planet in an adjacent system. I think an outpost counts for that, so I should maybe get them this turn. Let's see. Oh, wait, no. Lava has more industry, but Jade Onyx is on the arid, so... Or, like, next turn, because the quest won't in the middle of a turn. You guys get what I mean. Okay, meanwhile, on Oyera... Still haven't built Xeno-industrial infrastructure, apparently. One of the things you'll notice is I tend to do, rather than 2 machine embodiments in a row, I'll do them every other. And I don't really have high enough industry in most of my systems for that to be a thing yet. But even though like a machine embodiment like has a specific industry cost, right? So if it's 175, the one after that would be 200, I think, right? Even if you had enough industry to do 2 machine embodiments in one turn, you cannot. It's not possible. It always takes at least a turn to build a machine embodiment, which means that essentially, like, there will be times where it's like, you know, if you tried to queue up 3 machine embodiments in a row and then 3, you know, like xeno-industrial infrastructure, public-private partnerships, 3 buildings in a row after that, it would end up wasting surplus industry in between the turns of building the machine embodiments. Whereas, like, so if I, you know, let's say, for example, just for easy numbers, if I have a machine embodiment costs 100 and my industry makes 250, you know, industry a turn, I could do machine embodiment, you know, and then fit in 140 public-private partnership in that same turn, even though the 150th machine embodiment, rather than completing in the same one turn, would take a second turn. So it's one of those things you gotta keep in mind, because you can get surplus industry left over in a turn after these, and if you just build several in a row, you'll actually end up wasting a lot of your yields. Yeah, and then, oh wait, no, that's already colonized. Okay, planetary. I don't have strategic resources on any of the planets I've already colonized, so that would +1 per person on planets. Once that gets, that's just 4 industry, which is less than 1 more thing. But let's do that. Oh, you know, I feel like the reason they keep making me do sleep again is because the probes are finishing building. So I'll put them on. But I don't want to put them on blockade because that's a fleet of 4 pirates. Because of course the Unfallen are doing fuck all to deal with their pirates. They have 2 needles. Maybe they're trying, and it's just a rough life for them. But sometimes pirates will just pass through and be like, you know, keep doing their thing without attacking you. But if you're blockaded, they can't pass through without fighting, and these are just fleets of scout ships and not really warships, and I would actually prefer not to fight the pirate prowlers because I would just lose some scouts, which, you know, obviously is not ideal. Okay. Free influence is always nice. Yeah, there we go. Control of the minor civilization.
The Unfallen watch you, unsure if your actions will enforce or ruin the harmony we seek.
Oh, he wants me to ditch the outpost on Veron? Well, that is not happening. I refuse. And the Prowlers want to kill the Lost Horatio ship. Retreat is clearly his only option here.
The Unfallen...
Things make it uncomfortable for you. You have 2 systems. I control, like, this entire half of the galaxy. In the settlement game that's been going on for the first 30 turns, Mr. Unfallen, you're just getting your ass kicked in the constellation-wide tournament here. Speaking of, okay, yeah, I'm starting to get above my colony limit, so I'm gonna 5 turns. Well, whatever. I need it. I mean, I guess I had that event that reduced my science generation. I gotta get more buildings up. Okay, it looks like they got here and turned around. Regardless, these guys, Well, I'm just going to send them down this way anyway, in case we need it. Because these ones where you have to chase a ship around and catch it can be very annoying. Especially as Riftborn, because your ships are so slow. Because they'll, like, you know, go this way or that way. And sometimes having more than one fleet to try and, you know, circle around them is the way to be. And then this shuttle, I'm going to send it up to Etchius. Support the scientists. And you know what I'm thinking? Ah, fuck. Oh my god, I hate when that happens. See, that was what it was, is sometimes it's like, you know, oh, I think they're gonna win anyway. But I wanted the... Well, I mean... The scientist baseline one isn't bad. Alright, save the core or save the inhabitants. I'm just going to save the core because as Riftborn, producing 120 food in the system would involve going out of my way pretty substantially. Okay, those guys live on Lacerta. You know, after that's done, what's that? 3 turns? 2 turns. Yeah, no, I'm gonna build that, and then that. Discover the planet Tionha, belonging to the pink player, which, oh, that's the Sophins, and red is Horatio.
Be content. Fortune smiles. For Horatio.
Yeah, I don't think I should tell Horatio about how I found some of his citizens and, like, enslaved them to be my soldiers against their will. He might not like that. There's not actually, like, a mechanic for that in the game, but I always like to imagine RP-wise, like, oh, you're mistreating the Horatios in your empire, like that would piss off Horatio. All right, so no, it looks like they're going. Okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do. I know they're on this star lane, so I'm just gonna blockade both ends of it. So I'll get that thing soon, and then I'll have the Zivali. Oh, gotta choose for ESO. Well, study that, see if it's a resource. Yay! What did I get? Extreme composites. Enhanced natural class hull. Well, that's certainly better than the last free technology I got that was a food building. Reach Mira in less than 10 turns. Yay! Deviant's prototype ship survived. Yay!
Do not pretend surprise that the Unfallen would impose this.
Bureaucratic obstacles. Ooh, I'm so scared. Alright, so yeah, once I catch this kidnapper... Actually, it looks like the kidnapper's gonna come here, which means these guys can probably go just straight over to Mira to do that other quest. Battle at Akmar. Oh dear.
Horatio doubts your motives and your ethics.
And I'm not actually allowed to accept because he's currently attacking me. So let's retreat. No, they failed to retreat and were destroyed. Okay, well, how much do you want to bet that in 3 turns when this guy finally catches up, he dies too? Well, it doesn't really matter how much you want to bet because I'm not taking that bet because that guy's fucking dead. Yeah, AI labor in one turn. That's what I'm talking about. And click that one by accident. So anyway, yeah, we've got, so we're gonna get this, and the Zivali, their thing, VR Amateurs, is +5 happiness per stage unlocked in the Science Quadrant, which is the bottom one, which, so right now, that'll give me 15 happiness on all systems. So, when I catch their kidnapper and do them, I'll actually get a net plus to happiness, which can increase later as I unlock more quadrants. Oh, and you know, I almost forgot. Oh, that's weird. The scientists were on the left, but they're not the leading party. I thought they were. Okay, well, whatever. Fine by me. Let's get the Dirty Hands Act up. 30% cheaper stuff. And I don't really have enough influence generation to afford a second law right now. Got some banked up, though.
The unfallen seethe and struggle to contain the anger of the heart.
Okay, so they're seething. They don't want peace. Why? Just because I can beat pirates and settle the systems they controlled and you're too much of a wimp to do it? Guy's just jealous is what he is. So like here, example what I was talking about. 25, right? Because I don't, there's a DUV in here and there's no machine embodiments at all. That's super cheap. So 25, the next one will cost 50 and the next one will cost 75. But you would rather have something built in between them. See? It's just 1, 2, or but you can use the excess production rather than wasting it. Meanwhile, Bouchier, we're at 39 science, and to get that, okay, minus 20 from Riled Researchers event. Not sure how much longer that's going to last, but this system is the one, so I'm going to get +5 science from that guy. Then this, I'm going to buy it out. But once I get this system up to 60 science, I think this is the strongest one I've settled since that quest began. I can pick up that hero, which I want to do. Poor soil, who cares? I don't need food. It's got titanium there. Speaking of titanium, I have got 3 empty singularity slots, and I should build. Build them. I think I'm going to put one on Bouchier and one on, actually probably Etchius, because that's already in place, and Varan. Well, let's just speed you up. I have 121 Hyperion. No need to sit on it. Yeah, just try to cross and stay alive, Lost Horatio ship. Your fleets will be moved. Oh, that fleet's dead, though! That probably... I'm going to tell you what accepting is probably going to do is... I think this guy is technically within the border, and if he gets... He spent like the last 15 turns trying to cross this gap, and that would just port him back to the start. And... But he's just going to die. You know what? No, I'm not going to get any exploring done with this. He's going to die as soon as he gets there, and he's super slow. I'm just going to... honestly, I'm going to let Horatio kick him out. And you know what else? I'm just gonna fucking sell him. I don't care. I don't need you, shuttle. You're not useful. Soften homeworld. Cool.
The anger of the unfallen is like fire.
Dude, why are you so... I understand that I took literally everything in our home constellation, but aside from that, why are you so mad at me, Unfallen? Alright, that... Okay, obviously they haven't cleared out that pirate thing yet, so there could still be pirates flying around. I'm going to send this fleet up here to deal with them. And the Heezy? I don't know. System. Yeah, that should get us established here. How's the happiness doing? Not ideal. Our Cobb and Echios are the lowest. Yep, one turn. Search those two. And you know, I need to start getting some spin projects in place here at a few of my systems, because my influence generation is very weak right now. I don't want to replace an industrial zone that's already there, because I don't actually have the technology to build industrial zones yet. I haven't researched that at the current time. Battle at Lacerta. Alright, it's just against one shuttle, so he's got, what is that? Projectile damage, so turtle. Yeah, I'll just let that guy sit there. And you know, these probes are all about to terminate after one turn, so I'm gonna actually toss out another wave of probes. Because frankly, this constellation looks pretty much already all settled. Oh, forgot to deploy my singularity. Silly me. And you know, I think, yeah, it's only costing me 20. So, I can make a third one after this second one. Alright, well, looking at the time, I think we are about at the point to cut off part 3. Okay, well, let's just, yeah, outpost turn into a... Oh, new hero. Okay, well, the last thing I will do is I will choose a new hero. I want a counselor. And I'm going to put that counselor on Viran. Oh, I have Annex Jink too. Good, I got 60 in that system. Oh, I see. The reason I didn't know I had Annex Jink was because I hadn't... okay, no. Assign him to system with a trade company HQ. That can be Space Battle at Etchius. Ugh. Well, that guy is gonna die. That's why my other fleet is coming up this way, because clearly the Unfallen are doing a terrible job of stopping the piracy in this area. Riftborn! Counselors have a lot of things that improve influence, so they're good to have in border areas. Because what I don't want is him flying in and twining me up and trying to cultural convert me, and lots of influence can stop that from happening. Okay, yeah, an Annex Jink. We will. I know I was saying like, oh yeah, I'm going to cut this off for part 3, but then the start of the turn had a bunch of indicators, so... yeah, I'm actually going to do that because some industry is better than none. He's not actually a Riftborn, and then let's get the influence one. Alright, well, this turn's not done, but now all the pop-ups have been dealt with. So now we're going to call part 3, and I will see you guys in part 4. Thanks for watching.